little bit about the challenges and from the state's perspective in sort of driving this one.
Of course. So you know what? The devil lies in the detail. So we have all these amazing targets, we have all these amazing policies, but somewhere there is a gap in implementation, energy being a concurrent subject. So state governments and local governments, municipal corporations, they play a huge role and they can drive this energy transition in such a way that actually skilling happens, reskilling happens, and the just transition happens. Now, where are the gaps? So I'll talk about simple things like decentralization. When we are talking of decentralization, we mean that the RE systems are best and most efficiently utilized when they are distributed, decentralized, whether it's solar, whether it's biofuels, whether it's ethanol, depending on the natural resource in a particular region. Now, state governments are doing amply well. There is the UP government has kind of done a convergence model between NREGA, the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, the NRLM, the National Rural Livelihood Mission, and even the Cattle Protection Program to develop these community-based and community-owned RE projects based on biomass, based on ethanol in sugarcane areas, and so on. And even the PM Kusum, the farmers program is there for incentivizing farmers. But what is happening? The DISCOMs are stressed in many states, and so DISCOMs are showing tremendous amount of reluctance in doing the power purchase agreements from the PM Kusum projects, from these distributed RE systems. Largely because the tariff discovered in the PM Kusum projects is like a rupee more than the SECI discovered large solar projects. Also because the transmission, the waiver charges do not apply to these decentralized systems. As a result of which, the PM Kusum bids are lying, that tariffs are not getting approved by several DISCOMs in several states, which is a big problem. Again, the IPDs, the independent project developers, often complain that the power purchase obligations are not happening. So we have these front-runner states who are doing 25% of their power purchase agreements. There are other states also who are doing a measly 5%. So where is the monitoring and evaluation mechanism, a robust monitoring and evaluation mechanism to see that the power purchase agreements of the IPDs are happening, that the incentives which are meant in these policies are actually reaching the developers, and the skilling ecosystem needs a major rehaul. So we have to kind of converge the Kaushal Mission program, the entire the umbrella program, the skilling mission, to develop, to inculcate these particular trades of experts, mechanics, and technical experts who will be at the block panchayat level. There are 7,000 block panchayats in the country, 250,000 gram panchayats. Now these distributed RE systems are coming up in these areas. So we have to mobilize the training programs, the skilling mission, to involve women, to involve the rural youth, and to involve the workers who are leaving out, who are losing out on because of the fossil fuel demand, and to create the skilled force basically who are going to maintain, operate, and repair these decentralized systems in the long run. So with that, I think the whole of government approach is very much missing and is required. But most obviously, the role of the international donors, the finance mechanisms, as Sir was talking in several sessions. So I think all this culmination of efforts of a monitoring and evaluation system, of capacity development both at the regulatory level for regulators, for creating a skilled workforce, and an entire gamut of partnership that becomes the hallmark if we have to reach this just transition as we approach the penultimate years of 2030 agenda.
Oh, thank you very much. And I think Sir Alphonse also highlighted the need for skilling and empowering the youth and the women as you talk to participate. So I think capacity is important. You briefly touched up on the accountability bits also, right? The monitoring, the evaluation, the progress. Stina,